Hello, everyone. I know I'm new to you. My name is SandraLeigh Savage. I go by SandraLeigh. I am actually doing a 5-day boot camp challenge right now to be on TV. And we are in day 3 right now. And I would like to introduce myself to you and tell you about who I am, what I can do, what I'm able to do, and what I love to do, and tell you where I come from and my background. So, the first thing about me is that I'm a Christian. Um, don't judge me, please don't judge me. I'm very secure in my faith. I've been a Christian my whole life. I grew up in a Christian home. I went to church when I was, like a kid, to Sunday school every Sunday. And, I try to live the best I can as a public figure, being a Christian, and living a good life and doing good things to help others, and just to be there for you, just to be there for somebody. And so I am going to be going live next Tuesday morning, next Tuesday afternoon at 1:45. I'm going to be talking about my history, which is surrounded by suicide and suicide survival and suicide recovery. And I'm going to go into more details about that next Tuesday afternoon. And it's important that we start from like step 1 to the following next steps you need into becoming a survivor, and how to survive the initial thoughts that you want to commit suicide. And I go through how we get you out of thoughts and into recovery. And so I'm getting all of my notes and everything organized, and I hope that I'll have, a few viewers by next Tuesday afternoon. And come prepared. I have a lot of education. So let me tell you about my education that I have behind me that supports that I'm a specialist in suicide recovery. So in 1997, I lost my first husband to suicide. He had mental illness, and we were just going through a really rough time in our marriage, and we unfortunately separated after we ended our relationship. It was very sad, and we weren't getting along, and we were fighting back and forth, and our 2 little young children, that time babies, really were getting used to the new situation of just mom. And so just going to skip ahead that on March 30th, 1997, Andrew died of suicide. And, it wasn't a very nice breakup. We were fighting, and we got into a fight, and we said things, and yeah, it was a terrible ending. And surviving suicide has been very difficult, but yet very rewarding. Like surviving suicide, there's not many of us out there right now. And that's what I want to get across, is that you can survive suicide. And so I'm going to go into more detail on that next Tuesday afternoon. I'm going to go into where to start, where to go, the next steps follow, and where to summarize. And then that's when I leave you, and you are there to live your life and to be happy and to be joyous and to find your inner peace and to live a nice life for yourself and to not be in suicide anymore. like suicidal thoughts and self-harming yourself. And I want to help you move past that into a healthy life, and how to grieve, and how to cope, and how to handle things in a healthy way. um and not turn to drugs and alcohol, and reckless with your life. And I want to help you get to that point in your life. And so I just wanted to introduce myself really quickly. Like, tell you another thing about myself is that I'm a mom, I'm a grandma, I'm a mother-in-law. My son is 27. My daughter is turning 26 soon. She's married, and my son-in-law came into our lives with his son, and I'm a grandma now. And so I have a lot to live for. I have a lot of love. My parents love me, and my family loves me, and my friends love me, and I'm so grateful for that. And I hope to build a relationship with you, and that you can trust me, and that if you need, like, advice, or if you need help, or you need help getting through a moment or whatever, that you can come to me, and I can help you get you through that moment, to continue on to finding joy in your life. And so my joy is that my children and my grandson now, and he just turned 7, and he's so amazing. Like, and that's another part of my story is, for all of my life, I wanted to commit suicide. It started when I was 16, and continued throughout my life until I until today, and until my recovery into today. And I just, I was just miserable. Like, it wasn't anyone's fault that I was miserable. I just had a lot of things happen to me, like everyone. And I'm just another, let's see if we can, and I'm just another face in the crowd. And I want you to know that I understand suicide because I faced it for so many years. And I've been in school. My education is, I'm an artist, and I have my certificates in being a life skills coach. And I am a published author. I'm a published writer of 3 books. And those books, revolved around surviving suicide, and living in suicide, and surviving suicide, and being in recovery, which is, where I am right now. And that's why I'm able to just, be me. And I'm going to say a lot, and I'm going to be like saying like all the time, and I'm going to talk for, a few minutes longer than I'm sure people would want me to speak. But I feel that the more detail that you have in getting to recovery in my story, is to help you along the way, and to coach you into a new mindset that is new, that you may not have thought of before. And I have a whole bunch of education. I went to Rhodes Wellness College in Vancouver, British Columbia. I have my certificate as a life coach. I went to John Casablancas. I got my diploma in fashion arts, so I'm an artist. I went to VCAD, Visual College of Art and Design, and I got my art from there as well. And then I went to IAP, International Professional College, for being a death doula. And so not only am I a survivor of suicide, I'm also a death doula, and I want to offer that service as well. But my service primarily is to survive suicide, and the steps in how to survive suicide. So I don't want to keep talking I want you guys to like me. I want you guys to feel free with me and to be open and to be honest, and I look forward to meeting you and helping you in your journey in surviving suicide and recovering suicide and being the new you and being happy and being joyful and finding that inner peace that not a lot of people that are suicidal have a lot of inner peace. And I hope to help you find that in yourself. And I'm going to show you and teach you life skills and what you can do and new thinking patterns and all that good stuff. And to also share my story and to share my story with Andrew and to share his story, a little bit of his story, but he can't speak for himself. So I'm going to share my story with my Andrew. And hopefully, you can be recovered too. Anyway, thank you for listening. I hope you find me next Tuesday afternoon. I'm going to be going live at 1:45 p.m. I'm going raw. I don't edit. I don't like shorten or condense. Edit, another word of edit. I just am me, and I am who I am. And I was given my life, and I've lived my life, fully lived my life. Like I have lived in, I have never been homeless. So I don't know what that feels like, but I know people who have been homeless, who now have a happy life, who they've changed their thinking patterns about themselves. And instead of beating themselves up, they embrace themselves and go, yes, I did it. And that's what I want to help you do as well. I want to help you get through your rough time. Like I was given that gift from my friends. And so, yeah, next Tuesday afternoon, I almost said morning again. What is that? I don't know. And I want to tell you that I have a bad memory. I may forget things. I don't mean to forget things, but I may. So please forgive me in advance for that. But I have a whole thing that I have to share with you. And in, like they started step 1 and then they go to step 2. And so each Tuesday afternoon, I'm going to be sharing 1 out of 3 steps. So I'm going to have 3 YouTube videos for 3 weeks. And they're all going to be similar, but they're going to be in the progress of making it happen into recovery. So we're going to start at 1, and then we're going to go to 2 the next Tuesday, and then we're going to go to 3 the next Tuesday afternoon. So I have a tendency also to jump from one thing to the next. So be prepared for that. But I hope that that you love me, that you like me, that you appreciate what I've been through and the knowledge that I have, the education that I have. Rose, the wellness was, taught me my life coaching, and I have all my, paperwork and all my homework. And so I'm going to go through everything and jot down the most important notes. So this will be like pinpoint kind of thing as much as I can do it, because I am a very abstract person. I'm abstract. I'm an abstract artist. I'm a painter, and not all of my art is abstract, but about 98% of my work is abstract. So I think that way as well. Some of my writing is abstract. And so that's just a part of who I am. So let's see. What else can I tell you before I sign off for the day? I just want you guys to get excited. Just be excited for what I've got. Be envious of, your life and your stories of who you are. and how far you've come in your life, like you can do this. If I can do this, oh my gosh, everyone can do this. And being online, is where it is right now. And it's nice, to be able to face you and be one-on-one with you and connect with you. So if I've missed anything, I will regret it, and I will try not to spam YouTube. But that's all that YouTube is spamming. And so anyway, spamming. And so so that's it. I'm going raw. This is how it's going to be delivered. Real time. And yeah, so I'm going to finish my online 5-day boot camp. I'm going to finish that. This is this week. That's what I'm doing this week. And then next week, on next Tuesday afternoon, I'll be going live with my my weekly YouTube live. So have a good night, you guys. Be safe. Make the world a better place. Be happy in yourself. Be happy in your life. Tune in next Tuesday afternoon at 1:45. And if you can't, then hopefully there'll be replay, and we can hang out and get to know each other a little bit better and become friends. All right. So God bless. Mwah. Take care.